they came through and how they said that they did the Indians, like that was us. That was our people. You know what I'm saying? That was the copper color races found here by the Europeans, you know? And I proceeded to tell my father about HAWA. I proceeded to tell my father about his laws, you know? He said he would check out my YouTube channel. I told him what it was, you know what I'm saying, the title of it. He said he'll check it out, you know? But I don't know if he let Jesus go, you know? I don't know. And that bothers me, you know? That bothers me. But, you know, I ain't gonna be before you long, you know? I know that everything wild that happened to me, you know, I know it was for me to grow. And I know that the way that I handled things, the Most High was able to move in my life. And He has, you know. I know that broken hearts do mend, you know. I know that. And I know that I said when I wanted to, like, spit some spoken word or whatever, I wanted to be on a lark, you know, I wanted to be on the stage, you know, I wanted to go, like, to, you know, a little poetry spot, you know, spit, you know, but I know with a platform that's more deserving and more better than this platform that HAWA has made available, you know. So just want to thank HAWA, you know. So yeah, I'll drop some, you know what I'm saying. Don't mind me. Drink some water.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, wow. Wow. It's sad, you see, because for a moment, I was living in a dream that I was happy and everything was oh so right, that nothing could move what was in front of me, because I believe He was out of sight. You see, I say it's sad because even though I was truly in love, I had to break off my engagement. I couldn't go through with it. It was no use to it. See, because the man that I loved and in awe of, he seemed to be a trickster between masses, and he kept my mental compact and put to the side. But see, I didn't care about all that. I didn't. I said that I was down to ride for him because he was down to ride for me, you see, because he said he put his life on the line and he gave it all up, and he died on the cross and he gave me salvation. How he laid in the grave and then he rose 3 days later. See, you don't understand how much I love this man. See, when I birthed my children, I gave them into his hands. See, I didn't quite understand that the movements I was making was wrong, because see, I was infatuated by this nigga. I was hanging on to every song. I was. And see, you probably think I'm tripping. I know, I already know you do. But see, you didn't hear the mental and the emotional destruction that he cause. See, he wanted me to be submissive. See, he didn't want me to stand to my full potential. See, he kept my mind closed and he kept my mouth quiet. So there was no thoughts that what he was doing was starting a riot. See, because I was so deeply in love that whoever said they did not love this man, I would leave them very quickly. Because there was no conversation for us to have if you didn't love my man, you see. Because I told them that he gave his all for me because he died on the cross and he brought me salvation. But I didn't know that everything was a lie, and he let me eat swine, you see. See, he made it every way and had it cut in every style and every size. And I'm trying to tell you how he kept me plump and how he treated me was very divine. Because he made me feel like I was his all. And one day I got that call. See, when I picked up the phone, he really didn't leave that out too much. He always played music, kept me distraught. So I really didn't get out much. But see, that day when that phone rang and I answered it so sweetly, they said, "Is this De'Ara? Did you know that you was missing?" No, you got it wrong, you see, because I'm engaged to be married and you want some other shit. No, they told me, you see, you was kidnapped. And everything and all your possessions was taken. See, you have no memory, you see, because the steps that was taken. The lies that was told and the illusions that was placed. How dare you say that this man is your saving grace? For illusion after illusion, he kept your mind confounded. Kept you as a baby, always drinking milk. See, he liked you nice, plump, and rounded. But see, he kept you like that so you wouldn't understand that the whole time he is Satan's spawn, man. See, I had to call off my engagement because I couldn't go through with the wedding feast. Because I knew if I did, then me and my children, our lives would never be complete. See, because we could never have who supposed to be there, you see. Because we would have been lost to the sauce, drunk off this religious wine and everything within it of all these worldly kinds. See, society is a trip. It really is. It will have you cussing out your mama and trying to steal your best friend's man, and maybe jealousy, envy, greed. Oh, you know those quite well because you do anything and everything just to get some brands. But you constantly making it rain at the strip club ain't shit to what the geosciences is doing, because they actually is making it rain on your ass. But it's blood, aborted fetuses, burying. Oh, chemtrails, have you noticed? I'm just saying that how could you accept this? You eat GMO foods, eat meat with meat glue that's held together from pig's blood. Now, answer me this. See, because I didn't quite know that I was suffering from Stockholm Syndrome. See, I fell in love with my captors and everything they did to me. I took it as criticism on what I can do better, on how I can make it fit. But all of it was a trick. See, for generations, we have been caught up in this virtual fantasy reality, when it's really all they're doing is sucking our energy. But I say I'm thankful for that phone call that told me I was missing. Because when I heard the words, the vibration was uplifting. And see, I sat and I contemplated what was really going on. Did I really have the truth? Or was it just a piece of a sad song? See, there's no heartbreak than knowing what you laid your life on the line for is irrelevant. It hurts to know that the whole time you thought you were serving Christ, you were serving Lucifer and Satan. It's a hard pill to swallow. And it's an even harder one when you got to correct your seed. But I know that all the tears I cried was worth it indeed. Because I stand 10 toes down for HAWA, and I wish a nigga would. Because you done took everything. Oh, you ain't heard about the cease of desist to the keepers of the world assets? Oh, who's the assets? Are you laughing out your ass yet? My nigga, because it's you. HAWA. It's your land. The treasures that's buried in a cave that no man has walked on, but they got it guarded. Man, I just want you to understand how great HAWA is. You need to catch the wave. Because when you get on your board, my nigga, you can always be on top. And you don't never have to be no slave. Because if you didn't know that all these chains is broken and the Most High is calling us home, don't you hear it? Every time you turn on YouTube, it's a drop from every word that is spoken. If you think that I'm tripping, and I know you think I already know you think I am, I'm just trying to get you to understand how much the Most High loves you, Israel. That he's causing them to end fight just so you can get all your ends tied up in your fringes. Because see, it's time for us to show up and show out. See, because now we done found our power. HAWA. All you niggas get out. See, because now we got the true face of the royalty, that who's behind the scenes. Oh, you don't like the way the children is behaving? Well, get your ass up and clean. Because if you didn't know, the Most High's about business. And he's about his business with his children. Family, I ask you. What is it going to take for you to listen? What is it going to take for you to get up and put your feet to action? Because time is counting down. Are we going to be the stiff-necked children that the Most High know us as? That we have showed the world who we are? Or are we going to start loving ourselves and each other? Because there is no greater thing than when you love your fellow man. Because the Most High said he's going to bring Judah and Israel back to the land. And they gonna say, HAWA liveth, that brought us out of Egypt into our land. But we will say, HAWA liveth, that brought us from the north country and everywhere that he scattered us in every land. See, because it's prophesied that we coming home. Because our mother cries out to HAWA for her children. For her children. So we coming home. Zion, we coming home. Jerusalem, we coming home. Israel is coming home. Aha, family. Love y'all.